Scott came in at a funny time. We actually had this huge convention this weekend in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, most people would have never gone last minute. Like if we told you guys, hey, look, we got this business, we're gonna get rich, video phones are awesome, and we need you to come to North Carolina this weekend, how many of us would go? Okay, I like you guys. Talk to these guys afterwards. But Scott came with us. You know, we just met Tuesday, and I was like, listen, I know you're excited about this, but if you're really serious, come with us to North Carolina. And he's like, I can't, I got this, I got that. And I go, well, that's exactly why you need to go. And he was like, that's a good point. So he came with us to North Carolina for 3 days, learned everything about the business you could possibly want to know. Donald Trump himself was in North Carolina at our convention, which was, you know, pretty neat. But you know, the reality is he got to see the big picture, where this thing's going, and understand this market's completely untapped. I can't wait to see what this looks like 6 months from now. You have no idea how quickly this can grow, and we're looking for some serious people that want to make money. All right, would you agree in today's economy, there's not a lot of options out there. People got 401ks that are now 101ks, right? People have businesses that are going out of business. I was in the mortgage business 3.5 years ago, and it was awesome 3.5 years ago. You know, I made $250,000 my second year in mortgages. No college degree, didn't even know what a mortgage was when I got involved in that business. But within 1 year, my income got cut in half. And I worked more hours to make half the income. Now, would you agree if you got to work more hours to make 50% of what you made the year before, that stinks? I don't care if you're a teacher, a doctor, a business owner, a mortgage banker like me, if you got to work more hours to make half the income, that's not a good situation, right? So my friend called me up that I actually got into the mortgage business, one of my best friends out of Annapolis, and he goes, do you ever look at other ways of making money? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll look at anything as long as it's, you know, legal. And I looked at this business, honestly, to be polite. I went over to his house, you know, just to be polite, take a look, and then I was going to politely tell him, you know, I'm not interested. How many of us know what I'm talking about, right? But then I saw the information, I thought it did make sense. Meaning, you know, I was going to pay a phone bill the rest of my life anyway. How many of us got a phone bill? Duh. Ever. Right? Some of y'all got 2, 3, 4 phone lines, right? So if I'm going to pay that phone bill the rest of my life, every month, anyway, I mean, I don't care how bad the economy gets. I don't care how broke somebody is, they got a phone, right? That's a good business to be in when you compare it to what I was in before with the mortgage business. So when I saw this, it made so much sense because, again, it was a business that was recession-proof. It was a bill that I was paying every month anyway. Why wouldn't I want to make money on that, right? They said you can get a customer, and every time that customer pays their bill, we get paid. How many of you think that's a pretty cool concept? I mean, look at it this way. If you were still getting paid this month on work you did last month, would you be excited about that? If you were getting paid this year on work you did last year, would you be excited about that? Right? How many of us have ever had a job before? Right? Imagine if you were still getting paid from your job that you quit 5 years ago, 10 years ago. They forgot to stop paying you. That's residual income. So when I saw this, it made sense to me because I worked hard for 4 years in the mortgage business. How many of us have worked hard? Right? I worked hard for 4 years in the mortgage business. I made $625,000. My residual income, meaning if I stopped working, was zero. I don't close a loan, I don't get a check. I was exchanging time for dollars, time for dollars, time for dollars. Money was not working for me. So I wanted to get into real estate. You know, buy a bunch of real estate, right? Pay off the mortgages, the renters would pay me, no worky. Doesn't that sound like a good plan? It sounded good. Then I invested, Then I invested $70,000 in 4 real estate investments. I actually got 7 total, but 4 of them I invested 70 grand in. I lost all 4 properties several years back. So to me, you know, there wasn't a lot of ways to make the type of money you could make here. And the best part is we had a coach, we had a mentor, somebody helping us make money. So our goal is to go out and help you earn income. How many of us like that idea, right? Having somebody that's already made money helping you do it. Meaning, how many of us could do what Scott's doing right now? No offense. I mean, seriously, what's he doing? He's sitting there. I'm doing the talking, right? So understand, when I first got involved, I sat through a presentation just like this, right? And then I had a presentation just like this. My mentor, he was the guy in the beginning of the video. In fact, did you see the part where there was the 2 guys and the one guy's flexing? Did you see that? That's one of my mentors. When they recorded that, he didn't know they were actually going to put that in the video. You know what I mean? But these guys are out of Philly. They came down to Maryland over and over and over again and helped us build our business. At the time, they were making $100 grand a month. They're now making $200,000 a month in ACN. And would you agree that's pretty impressive? You know, they're featured in this magazine. They've been featured in this 4 years in a row. So understand, not only is the business that we're in, you know, a logical business, it's something you can do part-time, you know, but we're going to help you out and do it. In fact, I'm just going to bring you up to speed on the company, services. You know, we're really looking for two types of people. I know Scott appreciates you guys coming out tonight, but we're really looking for two types of people. We're looking for people that either want to save money on their bills, all right? If you're the type of person that wants to save money, you know, we're going to talk to you. We're also looking for people that want to make money. Okay? So we're going to talk about two facets of the business, you know, making money and saving money, all right? Now, I got involved in this business part-time 3.5 years ago. My wife and I made over $6,000 our first month part-time. How many of us would be pretty pumped up if we made $6 grand over the next 30, 60, 90 days, right?
Yes.
Part-time, 3 to 5 hours a week. By our 6th month, we were making over 10 grand a month. Still part-time, but we were starting to put more time into it, as you can imagine. By our 30th month, we hit regional vice president, made $38,000 that month. Now here's how we did it. We helped other people make money and save money, and the best part about the company itself, it's well established. I mean, look at Box